Uno, Division 1.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Sandy 16. We apologize for a little bit of the issue there with the intro audio. We'll have to fix that for the next broadcast. But we're back with the TUNA region. It's been an incredible region so far. We have seen everything and anything. We just saw the big upset that was JT losing. That's right, JT, the number one seed, losing to StingRay. And for StingRay, a big night tonight could put him in his first ever career Echo 8. For J. Cesar, I mean, he's pretty much said he is the Brazilian, right? He is the Brazilian. You know what? He's got to get the job done. He has said Elite 8 or bust. He said this multiple times. Had a big 4-3 win over H. Needed some Game 7 heroics. He's done it against Retro, too. We go 9th tonight. Let's see if he can get one more on the schneid and advance to that elusive Elite 8 that he lost to. Aria's first ever career chance. Into the pod we go, and there it is. Cesar StingRay coming up next. And then tomorrow, about 24 hours from now, Tago Tapir, the unexpected legend that is Tapir right now. The legend keeps on growing. The D2 T1 champion versus Christian Tago, a master in this league. He's been around the block. Can he get into his first career E8? We'll find out. A lot of first-timers looking for that elusive E8 in this region, Cesar being the veteran. Now we'll move over to the scene. The scene has the following people here. It is going to be Tago, Drip, Nam, and of course our two compatriots, StingRay and Cesar. Alongside me will be Charles Sanford as the ref and acting co-com before Drip leaves tonight. All right, let's go over to our friend Drip, as he rarely makes an appearance. Drip, welcome back, my friend. First time in the old booth. Give us a little rundown on what you've seen from Cesar. I mean, we know him as one of the most composed players, if not the most composed player on a stream. Usually he takes no prisoners and ice cold. And what's StingRay got to do on playing Sting tonight, who's all over the map? You know what he can bring.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to start off with Cesar. First off, happy to be in the booth. Thank you for having me. Excited to watch some killer Uno, no matter who wins. But we're talking about Cesar. We're talking about the resilient Brazilian. You know, he's coming in composure. You're talking about one of these players who tends to know what they're doing, and when they get thrown off their game, it doesn't take them a lot to get back onto their game, which makes a really interesting matchup against Sting right here. I know Sting, obviously, from my first T1 loss, which I think my prediction is that Cesar will win, but I do want Sting to win because I think it makes my T1 loss look a little bit better. But he is this guy who likes to play a lot of mind games with everybody. He will go in and out and mess with people's brains. I know, I got messed with pretty hard. So we're talking about this guy who likes to throw people off their game versus Cesar's, whose strength is getting back onto their game. So it's going to be a really interesting match either way.
Thank you so much for that insight, Drip. Appreciate it. Let's go over to Sanford. Sanford, I mean, we talked about this. J. Cesar, we always talk about him in two things, right? Needing that impressive win he's been desperately looking for. It seems like for a year now. It's not going to be potentially on seed-wise, but this is a big momentum shifter if he can pull this off, considering it's his region to lose. How does he cope with that pressure? And what does StingRay got to do to try to get in Cesar's head? Because it's not easy. He's one of those guys that has that steel trap, especially when he deafens.
I mean, for Cesar, it's pretty much probably just playing composed, knowing what he wants to do. We saw him lose that composure a little bit with Carson. We know what that meant. But if he can stay composed tonight, he's probably got a really good shot at getting the win. For StingRay, I don't know how you try and necessarily get in the head of Cesar without just being get a couple wins early, and maybe you get into his head that way. But I mean, he's going to try and reveal his hand a few times. He's going to play himself down, basically. We know that's what he's going to try and do, but Cesar's not going to really fall for most of those games. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Well, let's go over to Caesar himself, the man of the hour. Caesar, welcome back, my friend, to the Sandy 16. You've been here, done that multiple times, 4 times to be exact. It's been tough to get to the next round, but you have said this is different. This is a different approach. How do you take this different approach now? You're playing tonight as the dealer, right? You are the dealer in the old casino. The region runs through you. How do you cope with that pressure? And have you studied a little bit what StingRay is going to do on those mental games? Forget the gameplay. What's your mindset locking in before we start this big match? Sting, if you can hear us, or if you're in the bathroom, we apologize. Your thoughts on...
Hi. I'm on the toilet.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Well, anyway.
Good to know.
Thanks, Sting. Your thoughts on playing Caesar, my friend? Just real quickly.
I don't like my chances, y'all.
Oh boy.
There it is.
With the toilet or with the match?
Both, actually, come to think of it. I was referring to the match, but actually both.
Oh boy. Okay, well, that's Sting. That's Plan Sting, right, Drip? That is Plan Sting. He is he's a character, man. You like how we stopped that? Anyway, no, it should be a fun one. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, we apologize for the language. Oh, Jesus Lord.
There's one.
That's all right. That's all right. That's okay. Not surprised. This is Plan Sting for sure. Sanford's going to act as our rep, but first we have to get what Caesar's thoughts are. Like I said, for Caesar, it's a big game, Drip. I mean, he knows what's at stake here. He knows what's coming. It's been an interesting career for Caesar. He's had a lot of, I wouldn't say bad aura and losses. It's just more he's becoming this player of when's it time? When's it time to break out? This is his perfect chance with the 2C gone, 3C gone, 1C gone. This is it. This is it for sure.
Yeah, he's got the Tuna region on the top right now. This is a really tough match. I think we're looking at the Tuna region in general, and we're having we have Tago on one side, who is over Tapir, who's my prediction. And then we have, StingRay and Caesar here. So if Caesar can get this done against StingRay, I don't see anybody with as much experience as him getting past this Elite Eight. But then again, the Elite Eight has been his goal. So we'll see. We'll see what and he's not revealing his secrets too early, which I love.
No. Caesar's one of those guys, man. He's basically said no comment. Don't want to reveal my secrets early. It's just a pleasure to be back here. And well, we're going to find out, Sanford. He gets the call. We've seen Caesar do it back-to-back series. He's done a Game 1 power play. I'd be stunned in a best of 9.
Answer that, StingRay, whenever the Ocho calls, because that's probably the only way we get on ESPN.
But first, you should run for... Oh, my goodness, Lord. Oh, dude. Arden Sanford. All right. Well, let's get underway. Sanford, please take the Game 1 call for Caesar.
Hey, Julio Cesar looking to get back into top 10 finishes here. What's the call for game number 1 with everything on the table?
$11. He's going with the 11 heaven, Drip. We'll see what happens. I'm going to take the call here.
We'll see it. Go for it.
Yeah, yes, sir. Here we go. For Caesar, it's been the talking point, right? It's Elite Eight or bust, or Echo A, as we call it here in the Aquatic April. He needs to get this win. It might be desperation times. Maybe not so much for him on resume, but for him, in terms of the player, he's ready to make the run. StingRay looking to pull the upset, which would be one of the biggest upsets to continue in this region after the JT win. Can he pull another one here? They both load in and join in. For Caesar, it's on him now. He's deafening up. He's locked in and ready to load. We start the game, and it's a yellow 2, something clean off the start. Drip, talk to me about a difference between a clean start in this league versus an ammo start, like a +2 reverse. How it changes the mindset.
It really depends on the player, Talking about StingRay, who is already off the bat and even pre-match trying to play some of those mind games on Caesar. He will use that to his advantage in any way he can. So you get a +4. Some people like to draw off the wild +4s. Some people like to do the +2. It really depends. I think one of the most tried and true things you'll see on a lower card start, if you start off with that +2, very easy to overload your opponent. It's just the stuff that spills from his mouth. Well,
That's
you know what?
Sting, baby.
That's okay. That's what we're looking for. I think yellow 2 clean start +4 going to the 8. Oh, he's locked in. I love it. Well, I'll get my commentary out to the side, but it's going to be a fun match. I personally will always draw off a +4, and I think that everybody should. So
interesting. It's an interesting thought process here.
The paint 3D.
Oh boy, we're painting
here
now?
we go. Some of this paste, yeah.
Little paint action from this thing. Not
Just that
no
thing.
4D chess yet. We'll see what happens. Caesar is one of those guys that, he's probably thinking right now because he is muted, Sanford. He's probably asking what is going on right now. That's for sure. As we go yellow 3, 1 up from the bot. Oh boy. Well, we talk about Caesar. You just mentioned it, Drip, as we go double up special right here. He's not a guy that likes +2 hangovers. He's not a guy that's going to leave anything over. He wants to close every door for sure.
Yeah, especially against somebody like Sting, who now plays the Wild 2. We're going to go
Yellow 2, yeah.
back to ditto to the bot from the start. So both of those are gone. Wild 2, no. It's just going to be interesting. Caesar going up triples to the yellow 6, dittoing himself.
Yeah, Drip, we saw this against H. He was not afraid to do this. It's almost like, and he looks for the switch, he gets it. It's almost like we're picking up where we left off between Caesar and H. Caesar, one thing I will say, Sanford, Caesar does like this mind games of I can switch off when I need to, vibe and jive. Let's see if he continues that here with an 11-card start. Be very surprised if he does the power play here in this game 1, but you never know.
Oh, of course. It's game 1.
But it is Caesar. He's done it twice in a row.
Wow.
More vibing and jiving. Vibing and jiving.
Is that not a pure ditto play?
Well, he did twice in a
there?
row with a 7-card start. It's a lot different than doing that game 1 with a 9-card.
It is a lot different. It is a lot more different in terms of into the 0 sugar. And once again, we're switching again, Strip. This is interesting. StingRay on that plan Sting, trying to get Caesar off his game, undercut some colors here early.
And the Blueberry Blast at that, too.
6 heaven. Man, Caesar with the 6 is absolutely killing it right now on the 6s. He's doing everything he wants right now on that specific card. Sting going up 1, though. Yeah, right now, a lot of 6s being played. Now we go max. Top 4 to the 9. Sting goes 1. You can see it, Sanford. Number centralization. We talk about this a lot in terms of each player just number centralizing each other. As Caesar draws there, now Sting looking to potentially tie it up right here after he drew earlier. +4
there we go.
for a double. Got it.
Smart play on the 0-2 after we've seen 2 of the zeros out of the deck already.
1 up this time from Caesar. Okay. Caesar's one of those guys, Drip. He's not going to panic as we have ditto action right here in the red 1.
That's another ditto.
Sanford, a lot of dittoing tonight. This is just typical Julio Cesar.
I
mean, it's typical for a StingRay game at the very least.
And StingRay. These guys like dittoing. It's one of the theories you got to look at as we go top 4 again, Drip. Can StingRay get this to dose or maybe double check here and put Caesar in a tough spot? Or does he got triple finish? I mean, he's known to do plan Sting, maybe save some.
Here we go. Classic StingRay coming out.
There's 1.
Caesar ain't going to do that, man. I think he's just going to take this one, eat this one for sure.
I mean, on a 3 card.
There's no
3 plus 4s.
Even.
Incredible from Sting. That's just ammo control.
Tough finish.
Yeah, that's what you got, man. There's nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about that. Caesar, the dittoing, the only thing I could say, we've known you for doing a lot of dittos. StingRay likes to do that too. You're playing basically the same opponent on that element. Was it a case of that, in that case, where you're just trying to save something up, or you can't really do much with 3 plus 4s and just got to eat that one in an early game 1 loss? Sting, 3 plus 4s, talk to me about how you had to stay composed for ammo. Oh, he's back now. Sting, 3 plus 4s, how do you stay composed knowing that you were okay with playing the ditto game? Was it the right time to make the move on that first plus 4 as a little bit of a bait switch and then run a couple reds to get Caesar off his game? Let me know. Matt hand wasn't it, all normal cards, so you got to accept it, Drip. Sometimes that's what's going to happen on 11. You got to accept it.
Yeah, and unlike Caesar, my hand very much was it.
It's just tough. You can't fight that sometimes. That's how the bot goes.
That's it, man.
I think we saw a very clean 4-color game there Sting, what's your plan moving forward here? Game 2, game 3. Do you have anything special saved up?
I kind of gotta like journal Macbeth or something.
Interesting.
Ooh, getting poetic with it. I love it.
Sting, playing Sting.
It's in my English essay, so perhaps I was gonna say an inspirational quote from Macbeth and then I forgot it. Oops.
It's all good, man. It's all good. That's the StingRay. That's the StingRay package for sure, Sanford. He's going to try. How does Caesar? But real quick, Sanford. How does Caesar compartmentalize? Hey, look, this is the second time. Remember, he talked about. I believe it's the retro series. His game one. His hand wasn't good, so he used the power play and got away with it. How does he compartmentalize? Knowing sometimes when you get those kind of crazy hands on the opponent's side, it can screw with you a little bit. How does he come back and bounce back knowing it's just one game, still a long way to go? He's still Caesar for sure.
I think when it's just the one game, it's a lot easier just to kind of chalk it up to card luck and know that you can come back from it. It's when you start getting it 2, 3 times in a row, then it's like, okay, well, now I'm going to have to like try and maybe fight the bot as well in terms of what's being given.
Well, as we get a little quote there from our friend Eli, let's get into it right here. Charles Sanford, take the Game 2 table call. Drip, I'm going to give you your first ever call in the league right here. Go for it, my friend, after Sanford does the table call.
Ooh.
Oh, Caesar, you still have everything on the board. What is it for Game 2?
OG.
I knew it.
Correct.
OG start.
Yep, 2-2-2-2-2-2.
I was like typing in. I'm like, it's going to be 7.
No, it's 4 2s and then a 1. That's it. All right,
Tough prediction to always lose on 7. All righty. As Caesar joins up, we're getting waiting for Sting to join up on those card start that he always loses on.
Mind game.
Little mind game. I love it. I love how much he protests about as StingRay joins up. As much as StingRay protests about not playing mind games, he does. As we get an action card start, we're going on a green reverse. It is in Caesar's hand. We're going OG start. This might be a very interesting strategy as we go down to 6, green 6, coming out of Caesar's hand to counteract the youth, I might say, of StingRay from Caesar.
Yeah,
As we go down to
StingRay, one of the youngest guys in this league. Is Caesar draws early. Interesting.
Drawing early.
It's always the 6s.
As he goes 1 up to the green too. It's always I'd like to think he says freaking 6s there as Caesar gets another draw, and we are on a triple draw. I wouldn't say we're in draw city yet, KT.
Nope,
this early on.
Yeah, we
might be approaching. Oh, and there we go. Sting breaks it up with a green 7. Let's see how Caesar responds here.
Caesar looking for some answers right here. He goes green 8, 1 up this time. It's nothing from Sting. Sometimes right now, Drip, if you're Sting right here, you're comfortable. Because even though it's Straw City right now for sure, it's more of just more of a wink, right? We're not blinking forward, just more winks. You can see another one right there. Both are comfortable just to vibe and jive here, and Caesar not rushing it right here, taking his time.
It's in the distance, absolutely. We're on the road, and we see the sign that says the Draw City's coming as we get a +2. Another +2.
What?
Trips.
Yellow.
Artificial clothes.
That's going to give a lot of ammo to Caesar, though. That's what Caesar was waiting for. Remember, maybe he didn't have the hand drip. This could be what he needed to change momentum.
That's the gamble on the 7 card starts. You start with a lot of ammo or you start with none, and you see where you go and who can go down first. Interesting that we've seen 3 colors pop now, but only a color blue as we go back to green.
This could be a classic.
Good switch.
Yep.
Good switch.
StingRay out of green. Caesar should be able to run. I would not expect a classic here, Drip, with 15 cards. He's got full plethora here. Yep.
Okay. Playing it easy. Going to the numbers. Sailing. Let's see if Sting's going to draw here. If they had a little bit something back, maybe pull the little top deck luck going on.
Nothing.
Okay.
Looking good for Caesar now to run this green. Sanford, he's done a good job to isolate the game back into that clean green and really understand that StingRay's out of it. And now knowing when to, as G-Man says, walk the minefield on the numbers. Goes to the green 5. We saw it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Now StingRay once again, 2 draws in, nothing off the top. Does he have it a third time? No. StingRay now dropping back a little bit. Here comes Caesar looking for some runs. 13-5. Good table check, Trip. I think that's a good resourceful check right there for sure.
I think that works both ways. I think it's allowing Caesar to show off a little bit, maybe. I don't think that's Caesar's style, but I think Sting is going to have to, if I'm reading the cards right, I think Sting is going to have to draw a little bit longer here, and Caesar's just going to keep playing a little bit calmly, keep it going, vibing and jiving, like you're saying.
Never
as we
mind,
get to a
Drew.
red 5.
He's switching. All right, this is interesting. Sometimes when you pull the cord, Sanford, something's coming. The question is, can StingRay do anything to combat the 5 switch? I think he does. He goes for the double play. He does, but it wasn't anything closer to a finish. Caesar's comfortable. I'm thinking something's coming here, Drip. Maybe a little classic 1-2. Let's see.
Yeah, interesting to see how he responds here.
Is this the classic 1-2?
I don't.
Yes,
that is true. I don't love. For me personally, I don't love the double play.
No,
that
1-2.
much of it. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now
Maybe I
Caesar.
do love the double play.
Caesar's got to switch into something here, back to red maybe, or does he try to run this yellow with some ammo?
You got to think he got some ammo.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Sting for a check.
Monkey's ult classic there.
Yeah, the old reverse monkey. Sting.
As
2 up.
Uno.
This is StingRay in check. Caesar now. Plethora of cards. He's trying everything, Sanford, but it seems like right now he's not being able to connect. Does he connect right here? 1 up this time. Is that game for Sting for 2 up? It is!
Wow.
Wow, it seems like
Wow.
I have to go to Caesar. Caesar, that, I might have been spot on, man. I know you can't hear us, but was it that +6 that just isn't yielding the results on the ammo? You didn't really have much other than the wild and just got bit at the end. Sting? Was that plan Sting for real? Very happy with 2 away wins, especially since this one didn't feel like it was just luck. No, it seemed like that one was more composed other than the +2s. Drip didn't see many +4 actions there. Really didn't see a lot of dittos. That was all StingRay taking care of business for sure.
Listen,
No dittos.
when somebody rates you a 75 composure, you gotta,
Prove him wrong.
Ooh,
prove them wrong. Yeah.
prove. You got to raise that rating. It's earned, not given by Eli. I know that. But I don't think we saw any +4s there, actually. I wonder, my thought is maybe Caesar got 1 or 2, and I don't know if he was able to, if he was thinking
Caesar
Sting was going with number efficiency.
I was at Uno. He would have played the.
That's what I think. That's exactly. Bingo. I'm just going through the cards.
It could.
Got it.
No, it could. We'll see what Caesar says, but I think I'm going to agree with Sting. I'd be very shocked if Caesar really held on to a +4. I think he really truly didn't have anything, or was just waiting for some type of crescendo run Drip, or maybe he needed to get back into green, isolate. That was one of the things he had going for him there. Let's find out. Well, I could have, should have, would have, could have played better. Only got a while. See, that's why I was. Sanford once again. He's just run dry. There's not much you can do with a while. And he did a good job to isolate Sting, and unfortunately, just got lucked out there on some numbers that were not in his favor in yellow. Happens.
Yeah, I was gonna go into Draw City, but I think that was hang on.
Yeah, go for it.
Wait. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that was the first 9 that had been played, so it kind of baffles me a bit. I don't know. No, I'm not here to ridicule Caesar. My bad.
We'll see what happens now, Sanford. Caesar in an uncomfortable spot, kinda. I mean, he was down 3-1 to retro, but this is 2-0. We'll see what happens.
Although we can go full send for game 3.
Okay, well, there it is, Sanford.
Not early.
We're sending it. All right. Well, we're going to get the call to me. Get the full sends in the chat. Here we go. And this is one of the popular things about Caesar, man. And he's not afraid of any card start. But StingRay has given him a match so far. Caesar ready to join in. You know he's going to deafen up, try to get back and get that white noise blocked out. He needs this game, Sanford. You don't want to go down 3-0, especially we saw last night.
Oh, is deafening a strat? Oh, do I have to deafen during my games or not?
No, I mean, that's just Caesar. He just does it. Mute
Okay.
is fine. You can still mute. I mean, that's fine if you want, but really, we don't really have a policy. It's up to you. We're just waiting.
Caesar locks in when he gets deafened. Yeah, I'm wondering. Little pace control before the match. It's a tough on the 7 cards that's based on a draw. You can either win or lose based on a draw, and unfortunately, Caesar just lost on the draw.
Okay, I tried deafen for a second, and I don't like it.
Yeah, it's just certain people like it. Certain people do like it. We're just waiting for Caesar to join in here. He's probably kind of analyzing what he's going to do here because he's a guy that's very calculated drip. He's not going to take this one lying down. He's thinking about what he can do to get back into this for sure.
Yeah, and this is the first Sweet 16, right? That Sting has ever been in, I believe.
Correct.
He hasn't gone anything over best of 7, and so best of 9 series you can drop 2 games to try to learn. The players' style.
Oh boy.
Depends. It's going to be really fun to see how Caesar responds here. I don't think he's going to be shaken too much. Playing, like I said, I call him the resilient Brazilian.
Yes.
He's a strong.
I mean, if we're not
player.
Careful, the game's going to actually cancel itself before Caesar even joins.
Uh-oh.
Could be an internet thing. I mean, we saw this Sanford a little bit against Retro. I mean, I just asked him if it was the internet, and those are the things with the technical problems we talked about with Caesar. He's got to sometimes. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Drops from the call.
Yeah, that's it. It happens. That's classic Caesar, man. Sometimes with the internet, he knows it, and he's going to try to get that resolved. He's great about getting it resolved quick.
Oh.
Nah, that's fair. We'll take a little bit of a break here. We'll get him back in a second. Once he joins back up, we'll be straight again. While we do that, let's go quickly into that pod. And like I said, winner of this game will either get Tago or Sapir. And there he is. He's back. Perfect timing. All right. There he is. Caesar getting that gun. A little heat check. Heat check time. All right.
He's back.
Caesar is back. Let's get him joined up. Sting, feel free to join in again. And we'll get Caesar up in here, ready to roll. Big game 3 on the line. He needs this game. Talking about you don't want to fall 3-0. This is a big one. StingRay looking for the 3-0, and we started off with a blue 4. And Drip, you got to think, this is Sting, playing Sting. It's unconventional. We don't know what. He's done everything and anything on these card starts. He's done a clean. He's drawn. He's played a 6 before. I mean, he's done everything. He's done quad plays. He's one of those unpredictable guys. He likes more combos for sure. We know he's big on the science. So we'll see if he science this is one out pretty good here. Caesar looking to try to respawn right here.
Yes. You never know what you're going to get when Sting goes off the draw. I mean, whenever Sting plays, honestly. But especially off the draws.
Mental asylum.
In the match I played against him alone, I believe there was 3 different off the draws that he did. He drew off the first, played clean, and then played a triple play off the third. It's unreal. I'm hoping Caesar's getting a little ammo going, but we do see a 15 card full send start.
Yeah, full send Sanford. They can distribute either one or 2 ways, right? They can distribute equally, or it favors either the home or away. There's not much in between sometimes. We'll see what happens here. And that's Caesar not wasting time. There it is.
Well, I mean, Caesar has definitely gotten some ammo, at least.
Not wasting time. All right. That's unusual for sure, Drip. That's something tells you don't want to piss the Brazilian off. He's resilient for a reason. You can tell he's getting frustrated a little bit. And he's going to do a couple.
I feel like he's meeting unpredictability with unpredictability. And it's working, I'm afraid.
We'll see. Caesar is one of those unpredictable guys. He can adapt on the fly, Drip. We talk about this. He is muted, right? He can't hear anything. He can adapt on the fly, for sure.
He can adapt on the fly. He can react on the fly. I don't know if StingRay was too off, honestly, as we
Ooh,
go
you'd see it.
into red.
Yeah,
Mm.
we're into that cherry. Sanford,
Solid
He's trying to
switch.
control the game. Very
Yeah.
solid switch. Yeah, agreed, Eli. Very solid switch.
Sanford, I was just going to say, Sting's not going to waste time.
Mm.
It's a good, anything you can do, I'm going to do as well. With the red plus 2/2 combo, that matches the 4 combo in the blue. It's interesting. It's interesting,
He
Sanford.
makes up for the early +2 at the very least.
It's interesting, Sanford. We talk about Caesar, really good ammo controllers. I think that might be a, yeah. Okay.
There it goes.
Yeah.
I was about ready to do
The draw.
Uno draw type check.
StingRay using it
Okay.
drip early. Big time.
Oh,
Triple.
Double, triple.
Maybe a quad?
Although then again, actually, as long as if StingRay was paying attention to his DMs, he would be able to tell if it went through because it would DM him his hand.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good run so far from.
Plans.
Really pause.
There it is. Triple. Well, pace
there.
management. Well, pace management. That's how Sting wants to play it a little early. Drip. He's doing a good job of using that ammo wisely.
Mhm.
Caesar, though, gotta think isolation's coming here. Or he's just going to test him early. I think those are the 2 plays for Caesar. Playing Caesar's a little different, but unpredictability here won't be expected. I think he's just going to play this one pretty test-worthy here. Or he tries to isolate back to red. Let's find out. Yep. Just a
Okay.
little bit of a test.
Double.
Classic double. Nothing crazy. Simple.
If Caesar's meeting StingRay, if Caesar's going unpredictability with unpredictability as StingRay goes into the blue on the 7s, but I think StingRay might be meeting Caesar with a little more composure, and I don't think that's a terrible idea by either player, honestly.
No, we
Try to
talk.
meet them in the middle.
We talk about this, Sanford. We talk about Caesar being very composed, but Sting's showing it a little bit tonight. I mean, he seems to be really taking this one a little bit personally at that 75 rating. He's talked about trying to get better, self-confidence thing, and we're seeing a little bit. As you start winning, you start to build it, but Caesar's not taking this one for granted. Looking for the triple. Got it. Another +2 combo in blue, too. Takes them both off the board.
Nice.
Great play there from Caesar to flip the scoreboard. He's up 8-10 strip. That's what you got to do. Get some momentum, see where it goes.
Yeah, get a little bit of momentum, get a little bit of that throw off composure as we get a double on a StingRay in the reverse into the blue 7.
Yeah, had a 7 combo, too, from Sting earlier, too, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, no, Caesar had the yellow 7 combo with the reverse, and then StingRay switched over to the blue 7. So that's blue 7's off the board. But it's still Caesar leading, looking for the dub. Nothing. Interesting.
Ties it up.
Still high.
StingRay for the lead.
Yeah, StingRay going to take it down here possibly. I don't think it's a terrible idea to draw here if you don't have any clear path. I think you're still high enough. So we'll see where Caesar goes. Ooh, Sting going to green.
Well, that should free up Caesar, but it does
Interesting way to take the lead.
flips the scoreboard.
That is.
Caesar. Yeah, go for a drip.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say that's Pandora. All colors have been open this game.
And Caesar not going to do anything special, or just runs into it. Not a problem. Runs through that door. StingRay, though, is in a little bit different spot here. Right now, he's not running through no door. Ditto play. Classic. He's not going to run through that door. He's just going to ditto him. And this is what Caesar likes, though, Drip. Yep, there it is. Sniff that out.
Back to yellow.
Can only do so
that's
much.
Strong. We saw.
Yeah, go for it.
No, go for it. I mean, I was just going to say we saw Sting switch off the yellow into the blue earlier, so we'll see if we kept some behind, how we're going. It's very interesting. But what were you saying, KT?
Well, there's no need to say anything, my man, because we're dittoing it up. It seems this is just classic ditto, classic Caesar, classic Sting. This is what they play, the ditto style. Sanford's there's not many in the league that can do this, where it's just they like it, and there's Sting with a +4 back to green.
Into 0 sugar on the green.
Now this is a big turning point in the game, Drip, as a check from Caesar.
Yeah.
Good table check. Good table.
Because now Caesar.
Not only is it a big.
Go for it.
Let's see what Caesar does here first, because I think you were talking about. What were you saying about Caesar? I was going a little more broad scope.
Well, I want to see what Caesar gets on this +4, because the +6, remember, didn't merit him much. Only a wild in the last game, and it's just a wild again. He goes to red. Isolation.
Bam.
But I think, that's great. I think Sting just had to get isolated there. It's the same thing we saw in Game 2, Sanford. Classic Caesar ISO. Now looking
Icicles, man, icicles.
isolation, baby. That's what it's all about. At ISO defenses. Sting continues to draw back. He's back to 6. Caesar now starting to run, looking for 7. We'll be here. Drippy does
Gets
get it.
there.
He gets it. Drip, talk to me about it. Sting continues to draw. Caesar just changed momentum, just like that. One wild, and boom, we're back.
Yeah, I think it might harken to Sting's last red that he had before this draw was that red skip.
In the green now. That's what Caesar was not like him. He switched off the green to red, but it's Caesar. Does he have extra in the tank? Of course he does.
That's just classic ammo control, understanding where you're at on the table and you're in the deck. Sting goes down to green 5.
Yeah, actually, that's a ditto from Sting himself.
Back to red.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Wow.
Sting, nothing. Caesar doing a great job on these wild, Sanford. Wild control. Incredible right here. Let's see if he's got some more lined up. Nope, just another. He loves those 6s. He loves those 6s. Hard to switch.
Well, he does. StingRay doesn't. So
Sting, nothing. This is looking good for Caesar now. Sanford shifted all the momentum back in his favor. Looking for once again a big 2-1 here is different as we go monkey combo in the red. Then a 3-0.
Ooh, yellow.
That's not green though, so that could still favor Caesar if he's got.
Ironically enough, that was the switch we saw last game, but now it's Caesar that's down low.
Remember, Caesar sometimes can check the table when it's draw, but he can also check the table when it could be a power play spot. Let's see.
I don't think we'll see a power play here.
Mainly because
let's see.
If I was StingRay, I would want Caesar to use it as early as possible.
StingRay's going to ask for
There's
it.
no need for it.
Caesar's not going to oblige.
No need for it. +4 combo, and Caesar is back in the game just like that. 8 minutes in.
Brazil!
All right. Well, let's go to Caesar. That was golazo for sure. That was well timed, my friend, on using those wild. Talk to me about what was in the decision going to that red wild. The first time we knew was classic. Was it the second time you were saying, you know what, let's run it, let's get StingRay really comfortable, and then boom, hope for a last-minute switch, because it wouldn't matter anyway. You had a blue 9 lock and key combo. Sting, a little taste of your own medicine there. I think you had 3+4s. I think that's more than fair considering you had some momentum and had a +4 this game too.
Yeah, it is. Very much is. I think the wild +4 in that spot was a mistake.
All right. Well,
I think I'm just stupid, y'all.
Wow, let's go to Drip. Drip, your thoughts, or if you want to ask any questions, go for it, man. I need a player.
Well, I do. I want to hear a little bit more on your take on the wild +4 because obviously you don't know or you can't know what's going to happen after, right? You didn't know that Caesar was going to have 2 red wilds, and you could have given him the ammo as you didn't know you had the red, so you timed it correctly and drew at the red. Yeah, I mean that's just smart on the draw. But where else would you have played the +4? Would you have held on to it until he got a little bit lower? Would you maybe have played it earlier? Probably not played it earlier, but what would you have done? What do you think was a better position for you to play that +4?
Nah, I'm good, actually.
I like it. I'm trying to get.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm trying to make you give away too much of your gameplay already. It's smart to not do it in the game. Maybe we have to talk about it after. But
listen, for the first time in my Uno career, my plan is not just chaos.
That's something different, though. That is something different. Interesting, Sanford. You can see Caesar as he responds. He just didn't have the red time to write. But it's an interesting comment from StingRay. He seems to have figured out a plan to say, hey, 15 didn't work, right? But I'm not here to play just chaos ball. I can play other stuff, and well, taking your job, my friend. I guess it is. Set it up. 5 cards. We'll give this
pure chaos ball.
Actually, Sanford, I'll take this one, man. I'll do the table, and you get the call. That'll be easier. Go for it. All right, there's the 5 cards, Sanford. Go for it, my friend.
Okay, StingRay gets into the staging lane there. We wait for Caesar to stage as well.
There we
Now
go.
both drivers are staged. We wait for the starter, the official starter. And we get started with a blue 2.
Trip, these games can go really quick or really slow. Well, we're going to find out right now what that will be. And there it is. It's
Wow.
Neither guy.
Okay. Double drop. Trip. Oh. Draw City.
The bot's pulling out KT Classics.
KT Classic from the pot. Who would have saw that coming? Undertaker.
We spawned into Draw City on this one.
Man.
It's a tough
I've never
landing
seen the
here.
bot managed to KT Classic.
Wow.
Bot must have got my phone number. That's what it was.
Oh, is that what? Okay.
It's learning.
It's learning.
Yeah, KT, we want the KT Classics.
The crazy thing is I haven't done one, I think, through this entire season. It's the funny thing.
Was that the voice of the bot?
Well, I mean,
I would imagine the bot
One
sounds like
could-
that.
Oh,
one
my.
could argue. One could argue the KT Classic is a move out of desperation of trying not to lose a game.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to note here for sure in this game, though, Sanford. It's 5 cards, right? And what's not? I don't even know. But when you do this 5-card start, it turns into more of a 2 things. Where you always say it's a sprint or it's a marathon. Right now, we're headed towards playing marathon because that's where we're going.
It's marathon. Yeah.
It's good. That's a jailbreak. Jailbreak right there, Drip. Interesting. So you just got
Strong
a shot.
triple.
How did we end up getting?
Well, so it does appear that we had blue. It's just we just needed a lock and key combo. That's what it was. Nothing from
Zero
Sting.
sugar off the draw.
We had blue, but only in action cards.
Well, this is interesting. Sting 2 color, or is he trying to play this more tricky and calculated than we think? We'll find out. Caesar maxes out the old credit card right there.
Another draw.
Oh, good draw.
No, I like that draw. That's a great draw. Green 9's been both played too. I think it's a good, smart draw. Green 3 from Caesar. Maxing out, you go top deck on the 9.
Because the 9's the highest number in the deck.
Yeah. You're gonna hear some more analogies from KT as the season goes along for sure. But we go to red 3 now, 3rd color. No, it does not. Come on now.
No.
Not on stream.
No.
Come
Not
on.
on stream.
We apologize for that. +2. Yo, let's not do that. Oh dear. We were not liable for that. Anyway, red 1 now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3.
Well, let's not think about that.
Sting's he's not even old enough to get a credit card. What are we talking about?
Come on, man. We always mention, Sting. He's one of the youngest players in this league. I believe he's.
Well, there's a reason why I'm also saying numbers in order, which is never going to be an exact credit card number.
Well, hold on a second.
There we go.
Drip. We're switching over to yellow now. That's Pandora's, and let's see
You're
what.
talking about numbers in order. We're running those 6s. That
Oh,
Sting is
interesting
doing.
take.
In striking range.
Wow.
Caesar for dose. Maybe check. Is this check from Caesar?
No,
Just dose.
Oh.
Sting.
not obvious check.
Switching to. Oh,
Okay.
could be isolation. That could be isolation. But does Caesar
I
have.
don't mind the play.
No, it's good. Blue wasn't used. Remember, blue was off the draw city off the bot. Is this good isolation, or does Caesar save something up? Magic.
Nope.
No, there's nothing there.
Draw.
It was truthful drawing.
That's a classic.
That is a KT classic.
As StingRay
Yeah.
stealing the old heart right there.
Interesting how we'll see. Maybe we'll get an actual blue play.
Caesar might have
Blue
something here,
number
Drip.
play.
I think this could be top deck heaven right here. Yeah, that's top deck
Okay.
bail heaven.
My goodness.
That's bail heaven. That's check.
Down to Uno.
Yeah, that is top deck. HELL hockey sticks for Sting. Great job from Sting to get
Great.
it back.
Wow.
Isolation and hard to switch off.
Zero.
And the zero sugar blueberry blast kit at drinkmailroadenergy.com.
Very tough play. Very, very strong play
Sting-
to counteract the
StingRay,
Uno.
great job.
Mhm.
Excellent play. Caesar isolated. He's back to dose. Sting can run this when he wants. I like that play. That's not even a bad play. That's another classic, basically.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, he had the 0.
Yeah, the 0, but it's a very good isolation tactic. It's good to get him in this situation strip right now. You got Caesar thinking, was it top deck heaven right here though from Caesar? Is it top deck? It is.
Lightning strike twice.
Kidding me?
Yep.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Caesar ties it up. Golasso. And once again, we're not having a home winner. It's been on the road central. Best of 5.
That was also the first one. That
Twice.
was the first one
Off
to
the
not
draw.
double our time clock. We had 4 and 4, so it doubled to 8, and then it was an 8-minute to double to 16. That one was not 16 minutes to double us to 32.
Let me go to StingRay right here. Sting, I mean, you can't really. You did a great job. I mean, we talked about you getting off the cap. Great job on the isolation. Was it a case? Just unfortunately, that's how the gaming cookie crumbles. Where it's going to crumble in the way of you get a double +4 bail, and you can't do much. You just have to eat that one.
I drew 3 +4s in game 1, so like fair enough, I guess.
Absolutely. It's that's what's going to be sometimes. Triple fair trade. You want to ask any questions, Trips or Caesar? Go for it.
It's the Caesar. Man, Caesar, that was top deck heaven a couple times there. When he pulled out the blue wild there off of your yellow 8, talk about when he first went back into blue. Well, no, actually, that answered my question because I just scrolled down. I was going to say, how did you come out of that? But you top deck 2 +4s for the win. No, I think you had an amazing. Talk about your strategy off of the Draw City a little bit at the beginning. How did the bot KT Classic really affect both of you guys? And the thing that we rarely see in the league. It was really good. Awesome.
Oh, Caesar's one of those guys. He's not going to.
No, sorry. I had a text. My bad.
Oh, you're good. Caesar's one of those guys, though. He's gonna answer this a little tricky. You know, we talk about this a lot, Sanford. We talk about the media games playing. Caesar's one of the best at answering questions, and doing a little bit of bluffing a little bit, as you like to call it. Well, we saw it with Abion. We see it with myself. He knows how to answer just enough to get under the skin of the old commentator. Let's see if he does it right here. But Sanford, big wins for Caesar, 2-2. How does the mindset shift for both players, knowing this is a best of 5 now? Caesar's done a great job to rally this back, and he's one of the polar opposite maxes now, 15-5, which is a little bit different.
I'm mildly annoyed when I first got the card system.
Not a great
mindset. I mean, for StingRay, it almost shifts to just gotta keep getting the job done on the road, because as long as the road team's winning every game, he's the one that's looking good to come out on top. For Caesar, it's probably try and use the momentum while he's got it. Best of 5 situation, probably a good. If he gets the chance to, this would be a good spot for him to probably use that power play if he wants to use it. If he doesn't want to save it for the end, and that could be the situation for either player, really, where either one of them decides Game 5 is a good time to try and use the power play to win it, or to win a game. So let's see. Both players, just depends on when they want to use it, type of thing.
All right. Well, we got the feeler outs now. Drip, we're out of the feelers. Sanford, please give the call to Caesar. And Drip's taking his Game 5. Big one coming right here.
Well, Caesar, you can't use the extremes. 5 and 15 are off the board. What would you like?
Does he split this one, I wonder?
14 is what I'm thinking.
I was thinking split 10. But he's going the OG.
I was close!
OG.
I was close!
OG. Okay. Drip, take it away.
You're right there. All righty, we're waiting for Caesar. Join up first. Then we'll get Sting right after that. And as we get ready, this is now a best of 5 series. Who's going to win 3 of the next? Whoever wins the next 3 of the 5 games is going to be so excited. You're going to hear them scream just like that. As Sting joins up, Caesar's back in. Yippee! We're
Stop,
so excited
please.
for the start of the game.
See, Drip likes it. Come on. Let me do my soundboard.
It's a little exciting. We
I
got
see
the
why
green
Caesar
one.
wanted to deafen now.
And you don't want to make the ref have to deafen because of their headache.
Oh, jeez. Well, let's see what Caesar can do right now. You know, Sanford, he's one of those guys, like I said, he seems to be on this more unpredictability path. Wow.
Oh my! Again?
That could
I've
be
seen this one.
No, what?
No way, Sting with the.
There's no way.
Mirror, mirror on the
There's
wall.
absolutely no way.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. This. Look, we saw this last night. Remember, we saw this. Ashley did this last night, and see,
Optic 1?
Drip. I just talked to you over the phone, right, about this. Ashley did this last night, and look what's happened. Look it's a new strategy, and look at this. That's a lot.
Is that a quad?
Yeah, that's pushing it right there. Caesar at 18
and
now.
Plus 6 to Caesar.
Yeah, that's
19.
19, excuse me. That's
19.
Dang.
Almost,
18
almost
after
come back
this.
here.
Yeah,
You're
that's
right.
why he's gonna. I mean, he's gonna have something here. Come on now.
You have to at least get it back down.
Yeah, there it is. 19 cards, but 18 on the board. Ditto again from Sting. Self-variety.
Self-variety ditto. He's copying himself on this one. I want to see how Caesar responds here. I wonder.
Top shelf.
You got to think that. Yeah. I was gonna. Oh, as Sting goes to the Reds.
Go for it, Drip. Feel free to express that.
Yeah. So we got Caesar going back on the Reds here. Nom switched off into that huge play on the Reds. So you wonder, are we going a little bit of isolation play here? Are we? It's going to be interesting to see how Caesar responds to this. Maybe okay. Ditto play.
Ditto play again from Caesar and StingRay. They've been copying each other all night. Mirror, mirror. Is a lot of 2s and 9s combos. Sanford would be proud with the poker hands. A lot of full houses on the old deck. Now, what will it be from Caesar, Drip? We talk about momentum points. This is a chance for him. And there it is, the switch off.
Cold blue to blue skip from Sting right back into the zero sugar.
Classic 0 WW dot. Yeah, man. DrinkEnergy.com. We'll be blasted for 12.99. But the question here for Caesar, and it's a big one, does he have a +2 of his own or some type of double play to respond back? He's been good dittoing, and that includes dittoing on a classic 1 too. Oh, look at that, Sanford.
Jesus.
The 2 cards he's won on, 5 and 15. That's the scoreboard right now. That's crazy.
Triple up, and we have actually opened Pandora's.
There it is. There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
A little bit of breathing room there for Caesar.
Classic 1-2 coming in. That's going to send StingRay back to the OG 7. He's got nothing, too. That's big. StingRay now, nothing.
That is big. Last one we saw was the green one at the start. So there are 1s are in the boards. We have 1s in the hand, possibly.
Caesar
see if we get any number efficiency.
Caesar looking for 12 here to get back into the reasonable, I guess you could say, starting hand, even though he started at 13, so now he starts the game again over. StingRay.
Yeah, it's the game of the new beginnings. Best of 5, StingRay back to 15. It's StingRay's keep drawing.
Not a bad strategy, though, Drip. I don't mind this because it's forcing Caesar to continue to burn his blues up and maybe possible isolation down the road. Let's see. Let's see what Caesar can do here. He's looking for potentially 10 if he does a double. Yeah, here we go. Looking for the triple, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for the quad, maybe, because of the double reverses?
Yep.
Big move from Caesar here to get the lead. Does he have it? Yeah, he does.
Okay,
Good work.
6.
Good work from Caesar. He's got the lead for the first time in this series now. Other than the initial draw. Says Sting.
And this is how it starts.
I have thoughts.
Oh, are we going to see a surprise power play here out of Sting?
This would be incredible if he does it right here. No,
nope.
Switch. I think that's what he was looking more, Drip. He was looking more of the isolation if he can get it. But it's not isolating. Green 6. God thinks Caesar's going to have something, either a 6 or another lock and key combo on that green. This shouldn't be isolation. I think this is clean for Caesar too.
I mean, they're both at 8. Let's see. Taking a little bit of time on this.
Caesar at the possession arrow, of course, with 8. He'll get to 7 here, maybe 6 if he's got a double. J. Caesar looking for that double. Does he have it? Just a table check. Okay. Delaying a little bit. Oh, boy.
Throwing those mind games back at Sting. That's not a bad idea. Like I said, they're trying to beat each other at their own game a little bit.
You rarely see it from Caesar, Sanford, but he's going to go for it right here for a triple, maybe. This might be a triple. Maybe just a classic 1, too. I'm thinking he's got a lot of reverse heaven right here. Or some type of ammo to get into. Maybe skip. What will it be from Caesar looking for a potential triple that we might suspect? Let's see what he's got. Looking for 6. What will it be right here? Caesar really loading up, taking his time. Yeah, you go for a drip.
I think that pace management is very important. Big part of his game, especially game planning against StingRay. As we get a 6 card swing with a triple.
Looking for quads right here. Oh my goodness! Caesar for the trip.
Was not game.
He put StingRay back to 18. Wow.
Wow. Looks like we are in for a long one in this game.
We're going to find out right now what StingRay can do, Drip. And you got to think there's 2 plans for this. One, use a little classic 1-2. Or I think he's going to isolate here. Isolate a color.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's very good at isolating.
Caesar's
very good at isolating.
I was going to say. I wouldn't be surprised if Caesar can run it down and then has either a 2 for finished.
Goes back with +4.
Good.
That will keep it alive. StingRay.
Strong defense.
Good strong defense there from Sting. And now it will be on Caesar to try to get back to 6 here, maybe 5. Blue, I don't think this is a big problem, right? Because +4 freshies. I think Caesar's comfortable right here. Who knows what kind of finish he had, too. We'll see.
I wonder if it would have been a smart play to try to bait the +4 out of him down there. I don't know if he had a finish just based off of maybe the +4 goes into different as he goes down 1 down to a blue 4.
Yeah, nothing really crazy right there as we are about an hour into the stream. 2-2, big pivotal game 5 for Caesar if he gets this win. As we go into green, that's isolation. That's what I was just talking about with the green +2s. But Drip, you got to understand, 4 freshies. That's the kicker. We don't know now. Those 4 freshies can mean something different.
Yeah, it's a completely different hand. Completely different strategy.
There you
so
go.
If you get a ditto play.
Classic all night. That's been the common theme, Sanford. These guys continue the self-dittos, and just mirror on the wall over the place. Now, StingRay.
Mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest player of them all?
It might be the bot or it might be these guys. We'll find out. Here's the double play.
Might be
ours.
Who knows? Going for a trip.
Got it. And that's big for StingRay, Drip. Now he's starting to get a little bit more comfortable, believe it or not. Getting back to 12. He's starting to chew into that gap that was 18-3. A little more comfortable here.
And he table checks.
That's a good check. I don't mind that at all.
No, I don't hate that at all.
Caesar can still run it, though.
I mean, less like the fact that you did it twice in a row, but
Interesting. This thing just goes up to the 7 now. Does Caesar continue on this yellow? I mean, he could have been isolated. Let's see. No, he's still liking it, Sanford. This is big. Usually Caesar's a guy that kind of switches off. This is big.
Well, not this time.
There's the switch. Wow. Isolation. Let's see if Caesar liked that, though. Maybe he does have some top deck efficiency from earlier in the draw city with the 8s. Caesar looking for dose. Maybe a check move right here. What will it be from the Caesar? Drip, this is a big play for Caesar right here. He's someone that you think about power play here. You could think about it to get the 3-2, but I don't think so.
I don't think a power play here is going to be the move unless we have an actual finish. I feel like the momentum of winning this game, getting it to 3-2 for either player.
Well, there
And
it
I'm
is.
completely
Power play.
wrong.
Well,
I'm completely wrong. Don't listen to me ever.
Well, Caesar's going to have it, and that obviously. Yellow
Yeah.
Wild.
Wow.
Caesar is back in the game, boys. The first endurance battle, because it went over 10 minutes. That's fair play. Yeah,
Oh!
just under 11 minutes. No power play, though, but big 3-2 in favor of the Brazilian, the resilient Brazilian, as we like to call him. Caesar, I think I'm going to pretty much give this one a drip on the question. Yeah, let's cut that up. Let's not. Stanford's got a headache. Let's go to drip for the questions. Drip, go for it, my friend.
Yeah. I think StingRay, man, there's not much you could do at the end there. When you played that +4, I thought that was phenomenal defense. Do you think you gave him the ammo there? Do you think there was another way that you could have played that? And do you think there was anything that you could have done maybe before that to put yourself in a little bit of a different position? I think maybe, running reds a little bit more or something.
Well, it was really just a last stand. I would have preferred that he get a bad draw, but me playing the wild +4 and him getting a good hand is preferable to me not playing the wild +4, leaving him at Uno, and God knows what happens next. Also, from those +2s and stuff, I got yellow skip, green skip, wild, and a bunch of number cards, which I want to say it's not much to work with, but it might be the gods of Uno spiting me after the insane amount of luck I got during the Turner match.
Yep, Debon has a way of correcting itself. The universe does, I guess. I think
Sure.
Caesar. Yeah, I'm interested to see what you say here because I don't know how you lose after you get that hand. I think I'm talking about a little bit earlier in the game. You had the +2 combos and the +4 to get you down to the red 2. Did you have a finish there? I wonder if there was a finish on those bottom 3 before Sting played that +2, because that's from the way I was reading it. You had either a 2 for or a 3 for finish. But again, I was wrong about the power play as well, which using the power play is big. Sting, did you try to flush that power play at all? Was there any thought in your mind to get that out of the hand this early and have the rest of the match? Now you have that one up on him. Please say not everything I said. Well, that's good.
No, not really, but I'm glad that he used it this early. Because it still feels like early on enough in the match. And also, the variable of the power play is taken out, which makes him more predictable, right?
True, and you have your power play. So if we're talking about from a pure competitive standpoint, moving forward, there's a little bit more to your disposal. Which we've seen Caesar on it, and the way that he composes himself as he's typing in here doesn't always affect the man. But we shall see. Sting, what are you doing tonight? What did you have for dinner?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. That's a dangerous question.
Chicken drumsticks, and rice.
Classic, baby. That's classic.
Dad made me a rice bowl.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Classic. Classic.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
Chef Sting, man. You got that authentic Chinese, man. It's can't beat that, baby. Get the chopsticks ready for sure.
Not too authentic.
Those are drumsticks.
He bought it from Costco, which is where
Oh no,
Asian people's #1 shopping destination.
Well, I think it's America's #1 shopping destination. Pretty much. Costco should #3. I think.
No, it's #1, Eli. Have you gone to a Costco and then you look at the people?
Don't bring up.
And then
no. Okay, hold on. Don't talk to Eli about Costco.
I didn't hear.
But it's 85% Asian. Walmart.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Well, hold on. Before we
I
get into the
also
Walmart
have
Costco,
strong opinions on this, and so it's not really the best time to do this in the middle of an Uno match.
No,
but
let's leave it. Let's leave it behind the
Yeah.
scenes. Yeah, we'll settle it after.
I have to go to bed after streaming.
Well, we're
Like,
not betting. We're not betting. We're not betting. We're not betting.
StingRay, I'll leave it at that. And
why is
a
Costco
true
not
statement.
good anyways?
Costco's great. I do want to bring it back to what
It
Caesar
dates back
said.
to last year.
Yeah.
That's what I will say.
Don't. It involves Sean Ard. Let's go with that. Anyway, of course it does.
Okay, well, okay, sure, we can do that. But isn't he his glorious king?
No, let's not
So-
go there. Anyway, Drip, take it away.
Oh,
Yeah, I just wanted to bring it back. Caesar didn't hear the correct. Yeah, so he had a finisher on the double green too, but forgot to use the power play there. Interesting. Well, I'm glad it didn't hurt him too much. In the grand scheme of things, he was still able to win the game. We're getting ready for this next game, huh?
Yeah, we are. We are.
3-2. Strong power position for Caesar right now. Get that momentum on his side.
Yeah, the strong power position is for Caesar. Let's see what he can do. Big moment here. Sanford, take it away for Game 6 on the old car.
Let's see, I'm just trying to remember. Wait, why was that one in here?
Wait for Sanford.
Who starts this one?
It's still Caesar.
Caesar's.
All right.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot to listen to music.
The rules is wrong.
Okay, that's my fault.
The rules is massively wrong. Caesar, you cannot use 5, 13, and 15. What's the call?
I don't know why it's wrong. It's on me. Unless Short did that, I don't even know.
9.
All right, 9 will be the call. I'll take this one. Caesar's done a good job.
You typed it. I will say that much. You were the one that typed it.
Then I'll take the blame. You can call me a bozo after. Anyway, we'll start it
Yeah,
up.
you're good. I just all of a sudden I'm looking for like who starts. And I'm like, all
All good. Well, I don't think I pinned it either. That's my fault. Anyway, here we go. Caesar's in. StingRay, we're going to join up. That's a little bit of
for
bozo
the
in.
same excuse. Technically, either player could have realized it and said something before.
Oh,
we got
it's
to this
going?
point.
My bad.
You're good. Yeah, we're going. We're rolling.
StingRay wanted to draw his opponent out on the stage first.
Caesar don't matter. He's definitely.
Ace control.
He's the resilient
Mind
Brazilian,
games.
baby. He ready. He ready. We started up. Big one for Caesar. Can you get the... Oh, my goodness.
Damn.
Well,
Every time. We always get one of these a series, boys. I mean, this has been the classic move
Haven't
this
we
year.
had 2?
by the way,
Oh, yeah, two.
TT,
Yes.
it's just pulling a John Force. That's all. That delayed stage.
The legend.
John Force.
Absolute legend, though. Legend John Forces. But, was he 15?
John
Pretty
Ford?
easy.
One.
Who's
What's that?
John Ford?
Never.
John Force.
Never.
Not Ford.
Well,
John Ford? Like Star Wars?
No, no.
God.
Yeah, the guy who made the Force.
Ah,
His
okay.
name is John.
Nice. John Ford.
Gotcha.
Can't believe
Thanks for
it.
catching.
A hero.
Oh, boy.
we're rolling yellows, guys.
We're rolling
rolling
some
yellows.
tonight. We're rolling some tonight.
We're on something.
Boy,
Late
oh
night
boy.
Uno.
Yeah, after dark. We are past dark.
Yeah, we're rolling into our beds and watching this
All
Uno
right,
game commence.
okay then. Let's bring this one back as we draw. Oh boy, Sanford, one night, huh? Strong night out there.
Yeah.
Let's see what Caesar's got dripped though. I mean, StingRay's been okay to vibe and jive with the draws. He's been classic with it. He's not deafened. Lock in.
Oh, locking in. Okay.
Playoff time for StingRay. He likes the NBA. It's playoff time for him. All right, let's see what
This
Caesar.
is playoffs.
Let's see what Caesar can do right
I
here.
mean, it's also the NHL playoffs.
I was just gonna say you're missing
NHL.
hockey.
Yeah, hockey playoffs too. Yep.
Yeah, we roll into the
think it's-
greens.
Oh, jeez.
Bingo, rolling from the yellow one to the green one. up to the green
Clint
eight.
would like
We'll
that.
miss you, Clint.
Don't summon Clint. Oh man,
He might show up. He might have to.
it's
He might be
Clint.
smelling it.
Oh, no.
Oh, by the way, just noticed is StingRay with an 8 to get to 8.
Oh, yeah. Trips 8s. Oh, in the blue, though. Still waiting on that cherry red, but that's Trips colors on the board. Just waiting for the cherry. Does Caesar like that? I would think he does. Blue hasn't been seen yet. Let's see what it'll be for
No, we haven't seen blue.
Yeah, he likes it.
Okay, Caesar.
He likes it for the double. Maybe a trip. Looking for 5. Maybe 4. Yeah, he's got the
Okay.
4. Trips on the blue. What will it be now
Okay.
from StingRay? Big adversity moment here right now, Drip. This is big for Sting. He's got to time this right.
He's deafened. He can't even hear me. He's locked in, and he went one up on a blue
One up.
6. I don't hate it.
No, I don't.
I don't hate it.
Little test actions. Can Caesar pass the test? But Caesar's been really comfortable in that 6 all night. He's been really comfortable.
Very rare time of stream game where both players are deafened.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a warning
It's
shot
true.
right there, Sanford. That's a warning shot.
That could very well be a warning shot.
StingRay now in an interesting spot right here. Warning shot. He's just going to go for the double, maybe.
Oh, he's
Maybe a
going to go
trip.
for the color swap.
No. Plus
Okay.
4. Not
I
chancing it.
mean, he does.
Not chancing it. Not chancing it. Great
He
move.
went for the color swap.
He
Flips
did
the
swap
score-
colors.
Flips the scoreboard. StingRay up 3-7. Caesar, 4 freshies in the pocket, though. And he's back to
Let me
ISO.
get this.
Back to the red. So the 6 is not being StingRay's friend again.
Have you? But he's going to
Trip
get
6 doubles wild.
not so fast, Sanford. It is his friend for now. But Caesar, 4 freshies, member. A little different action
Go
here.
for the rainbow. I doubt we'll get it.
Oh, no, he's going to have a +2 or something working in the background if need be. He knows what's at stake. Oh, that's a table check that's going to allow Caesar.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I don't like that table check.
That gives Caesar, and you just saw it. You can see it. He's going to get away with it here. Is
Oh,
it
he's
Uno?
going to go for check.
No.
No.
Tried isolation. Too much ISO. Too much ISO, Drip. That can sometimes can hurt.
I think he just overplayed his hand there a little bit.
Yeah, he cooked the
I
front
don't
tires.
love the table check.
Cooked the
I
front
didn't
tires.
love the table check.
Cooked the fronts, and Caesar's a really good player when he can see those fronts being cooked. I mean, he watches
Mhm.
bike racing for sure. He's sliding all over the place, Sting. Caesar's under control here. Oh, he's out of control now.
Going nuts, everybody. This is the StingRay we need.
Caesar
Caesar
draws.
goes into draw now.
All right, well, that's a little bit of a wet of the storm moment right there. They both wet of the storm. Caesar's StingRay entering somewhat of a draw city. Pivotal moment, Drip. I mean, if you're Caesar, you want this to get back to that 7-card range. He seems to be more comfortable with that tonight, 7-9. StingRay almost needs this to get back to 11 or 12 as we go for a little bit of a wink right there. No blink, but is it a blink right here
Nope.
from Caesar? Can he switch it? No. Wow.
No, but he's.
He did a little bit of punt pass right there. Let's see. StingRay trying to get out of it.
He
He
baited
will.
that out of StingRay. He baited that out of Sting.
StingRay now looking for the switch to get this tie game, or
Interesting that StingRay did the table check mid-run.
remember it. And there's the +4.
Oof.
I mean, because Caesar can't even power play him even if he wanted to
No.
in that.
Sting couldn't power play here because he started the run too. All right, so interesting.
Yeah.
Sting trying some different tactics here on table check. We've seen it a little bit, believe it or not, Pat Johnson, which is funny.
Zero sugar.
I would highly doubt that he got that from Pac, but you never know. Pac is one of those guys that does do that, Sanford, which is weird. Let's see. Blue 9. Caesar 7-3. Top shelf from Sting. Bought 4 freshies, now 3 more freshies. One's up from the 0 he did last time. Sting, nothing again.
Runs out.
Wow.
Caesar in full control now.
He's reading him.
Yeah, he's starting to read him like a book, Sanford. You can see it. Caesar is in full control right here.
That's what happens with StingRay when he throws off his chaos game, though. Is it a thing where he becomes a lot easier to read?
Blue 6. That's just, once again, StingRay has not been liking the 6s all night. That's analytics right there, Sanford. Caesar's liking what he's seeing for the lead.
Does Caesar take the lead here?
Remember,
No, he does not.
He's gonna like this though. He's looking for a switch. I think he's looking for something. Problem is, when's the switch going to occur? Just nothing. StingRay, Caesar, very, very mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest player of them all? Right now, I would say both is pretty fair, but StingRay was the first guy in the draw city on this run, and he's going to try it right here. He's going to try to get him out. As Sanford, can you please remind Tapir and our friend Tago for the reminder? Appreciate it. Mirror table check.
I love it. As we go into yellow, all right.
Oh, wait. No, I can't because it's in the same chat.
Oh, boy.
Hmm?
Oh, that's right.
That's why the other one's there.
Okay, well, we'll do the Tapir Tago.
Just no one pinged this one.
We'll do
Or
Tapir
pin this one.
Tago. You'll get a reminder. Well, Tago's here. We'll just give Tamir a reminder once this game's over with. All right, so they're both in the yellow now. The isolation ball is over, Drip. Now we're playing a little bit more of up tempo
The one
offense.
downside to the pod system.
Yeah, it is the one downside. It has worked. I will give G-Man. It has worked. It has worked for sure. For 90% of the time, 95%, it's been working. So we'll look into it, but right now I think it's a good system. Drip it back into the game here as we get a little bit of commissions talk right there. It seems like StingRay, you talked about this, when he's unpredictable and chaotic, it's hard to read. Right now, it's becoming a little more predictable, which is interesting.
We said it earlier. I said it. I think they're playing each other at their own games, and I think Sting's level of. I mean, look at him. Sting and Caesar right now are both muted and deafened, getting locked in as StingRay draws off the yellow 3 here. You know, Caesar playing a little more chaotic than we've seen sometimes of him in the past. Sting playing with a little more composure. The problem, I think, is becoming that Caesar is so experienced, not only in the league, but in Uno, that predictability is the killer as Sting continues to draw.
Can Caesar get this in the trace and maybe even dose and put StingRay in an uncomfortable spot? You do not want to go down 4-2 to this guy. This guy is the resilient Brazilian for a reason. He's that bad you-know-what in the building. We'll see what he can do.
He's that big mouth tuna. He's the catch.
Boy.
We get wow.
That's big.
Is this a finish?
Is it a finish? I think it's check. I think it's check. It's gonna be a bold check.
No, it looks like a finish to me. That's a finish.
Well, StingRay's...
No, it's check. I was right.
Oh, and the call out.
Tried it, but it's Caesar. He's not. We talk about Jay Caesar, Drip. Very, very composed, but also mistake free. He's not going to miss a call. He's not missing nothing. Nothing gets past him usually.
Very clean player. I wonder if he could have taken a little more pause after that red +2, maybe try to bait the power play out of StingRay. But we'll see what he does now. Sting holding on to his turn. I feel like we're going to, as he's typing right now, getting loading up.
Gotta be something here.
I wonder if...
Switching to yellow. Is that number efficiency from Caesar?
I was going to say, I feel like Caesar might have played the numbers here. I feel like we'll see.
Could be a draw, though. I mean, it was good isolation, but could also be number efficiency.
My guess, green 7 for the win.
That's a draw. No, that's number. That's good. That's a great job from StingRay right there. Most likely to get back in ISO here.
Yeah.
Double table check from Caesar. Wow.
Double table.
No, Caesar double table check.
Discount double check from Caesar. All right.
Oh.
There it is. Internet, maybe. Who knows? Well, Drip, good job. That's been StingRay's MO. That's been StingRay's MO, though, all night, right? That's not
there's the green 7.
That's StingRay's MO right there. I'm confused on that one, Sanford.
Wow.
That, I
mean,
think...
he might get away with it if Caesar didn't have green either.
I think he's got at least something right here to get the check. I don't know about that one. He did, but he drew!
He did draw here.
Wow.
They're both deafened, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Caesar's at Uno, no?
No, he drew.
He got to Uno, but he drew at the same time.
Well, you know what?
And then played the skip. No?
He played the skip
Am I
to
off?
get to Uno, but then drew to get back to
He might
you're
get
right.
the check right here, though. He might get the check again. He does!
King. Wow.
You're right. Wow.
That's a crazy sequence. That's one of the craziest sequences of the whole season right there. That's one of the crazy I've ever seen.
I mean, one of it's. I still think the R defensive power play.
That
tops
was
one.
just bonkers. And now can Caesar win it right here off the
Reds.
red? Or is it just the ice cold he's waiting for at the end? I think he's got it, Drip. I got a feeling that too many switches from Sting. I think this is 4-2. I just got a gut feeling.
Yeah, no, Caesar undeafened. So I think this.
Oh, if he undeafened too, then that's got to be game. I didn't even see that.
Oh, Eli.
Yeah.
was-
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
there
not
we
ice
go.
cold. Ice cold.
It was, well, it was the blue.
Ice cold. Don't doubt it, baby. Caesar, I have to ask this, right? Because this is a very important question. This is for me. You're starting to pick up on some people's games, and you talked about this last night too. We were on a discussion. You starting to learn from those calculated gambles and draws that we saw Ashley do a lot. We see sometimes Yepes do. Are you starting to learn from those calculated draws? Because that green skip draw was a little calculated. And I'll ask Drip to give a question to Sting. Drip, go for it.
Yeah, Sting, man, tough, really, really strong. Your switch, you switched onto the green on the 7 after he drew. Tell me your thought behind that a little bit. Was there any sort of forethought into maybe keeping him into the draw city as we saw the rest of the game play out? He would have drawn a couple more times. Why did you switch off to green there?
Sam, for right now, I think that's really been the big talking point. It's one thing to switch once or twice, but 3 or 4 times, it's just it gets to a point where sometimes you can get a little complacent, you would think, and that seems to be the key for Caesar. He likes when players get complacent, and that's turned into his favor for sure right now.
I mean, the multiple color swaps, and then, yeah, at a certain point, if you know you can get your opponent drawing, even if you have a card, sometimes it's just as important to draw back as well.
Wow, that right there, Sanford, is elevation. Evolution, that's fine. Caesar's one of the most clean, composed. Drippy's learning calculated risks. Could you imagine saying Caesar calculated gambles?
You're teaching the old dog new tricks.
That's it, man. You know, and that has to go back to last night. We were talking about this too. We see what Ashley, we see what Yepes. It's starting to get refined a little bit. You're still going to get the guys like Lamas, even to an extent, Art that will never do it. But to an extent, it's starting to turn into a little bit different story for sure.
No, it's been fun. Caesar elevating his game, evolving his play style. Sting, doing the same thing, trying to match Caesar. It's going to be a phenomenal rest of the match. Unfortunately, I do have to step out. Thank you so much, KT Sanford, for running a fantastic game. Eli, Sting, Tago, Caesar, appreciate you guys. Monkey, bye. Goodbye, everybody.
Monkey.
You were a great commentator, Drip.
We'll get you back tomorrow,
Thank
Drip.
you, Eli. I appreciate it.
There's a big games coming tomorrow. We'll see Drip tomorrow. Drip, always a pleasure, my friend. We'll see you.
Absolutely. Eli, could I get one last Brazil before I leave? Sorry, Sanford.
Sounds good.
Of course, we got to do it. We got to do it always for the homie. All right. Well, Yepes.
Can I sub myself in?
What?
As commentator.
All right, fine. Let's go. Let's go to Game 7 though. Sanford, take the call. We're back to Sting right here. Big pivotal moment.
Yeah. So Sting, you can't use 7-11. What's the call here as you try and keep it alive?
12. All right, I'll take this call.
It's going to be interesting territory.
Because it's Kevin, 11, 7. All we got to do is analogies. The K7 special on Game 7. What will it be from StingRay? He needs this game. He needs it big right here to keep the series alive. 1 power play on the board. Caesar's fresh out of him. No more pastries in the oven, as I like to call them. StingRay's got 1 upper blueberry muffin, as I like to call it, in the oven, waiting for him whenever he wants it. Maybe to get the stove 4-3, or does he play strategic? Caesar 1 away. He joins in. Starts it up, and it's about to get real. Blue skip once again, Sanford, as both players deafen up. What a series so far. I mean, Caesar, think about this, Sanford. He's won 2 games this tournament in 7. Can he go for a third? That'd be something.
Be something all right as StingRay just with the normal play to close it off.
I think it's good right here from Sting to play this one a little more cooler. Don't let the composure aspect, don't let the element of surprise get in your head, right, Eli? You don't want to take a chance right now, especially when you're playing one of the most composed guys in the league.
Exactly. Don't take too many risks. It's nice to, have some high risk, high reward plays, but don't do it too much or else the risk is gonna take over.
Well,
As
there's
the
a
switch
risk.
to green happens.
There's a risk right there. Caesar off the double play into the green. Does he like it? Of course he will. It's Caesar. He's done a good job so far. As he'll get into single digits right here. Caesar into single digits and is trying to run it again. He will. And it's his favorite number, Sam. For 6 has been the clock and key for how many times?
Such a key number.
It seems like he's married to it at this point. 4 from StingRay. He's trying to get him off that 6. I think that's a smart play because you just don't know what the 6 is. I mean, it's been Caesar's number all night, and we saw it in the retro series too. 6 was a popular number. We didn't see it much in the 8 series, but it was the retro series. It's kind of odd. We're skipping around here. Caesar table check, or no, table check from Sting. Caesar plays the card at the exact same time though, so that's going to reset the table check.
Sting does it again.
No,
Yeah,
that's
there
a
we
fair
go.
one. That's
Cool.
a fair one. You have to just make sure. I understand. 8's up, 8 up, 8 up. Let's see what we can do here. And now let's see right now if Caesar has a chance, Sanford, to use a little bit of that ammo control. He hasn't really busted it out a lot because he's usually had the ammo to finish, other than the wilds tonight. Let's see if he starts using that as a master class move right here. He's known to do that in these game 7s. Let's see. Big moment for Caesar right now. Like I said, winner of this game will await Tago and Tapir. They play tomorrow at 10 o'clock in true After Dark style.
Keeps his 1 card advantage, basically.
Possession
both
arrow.
Players run a clean. Well, I was going to say, both players ran a clean, have the advantage to get into Uno first, but StingRay takes that advantage back.
StingRay up
Triple
by 2
play.
now. He's got the triple. Caesar, though, not panicking right now. Into red. I mean, this is isolation at its finest, potentially, Sanford. Let's see if it's isolation. Table check from Caesar. Just making sure. This could be the ammo control we were talking about. This could be it, Eli. This could be what he was looking for.
Yeah, just calculating the situation here. See what he does.
Can it be enough for Caesar to get this back into swing? No, just plays a cool little test.
Just entertains it.
+4.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
This could be a finisher right here. Or if not, to get the check.
Oh my!
Well,
What a
nothing
run.
Caesar can
That's
do.
nothing you can do
that
about
is
that.
game. Wow!
What a run.
Can't do much
What
about
a
that.
run.
Can't. We're going to game 8.
Bagger.
Caesar
StingRay
not.
finally wins one that's non-4.
Goodness, the chaos from Sting.
What's that thing? Thing?
This one feels good.
Yeah,
I'm
you had
getting
a good ammo
complacent
control
that
there. For sure. No, you had good ammo control. Was it a case of just trying to isolate a color? In that case, the isolation color was red and just running it down, pretty much playing A to the core.
Yeah, basically, I think.
All right, just want to check the scoreboard, may update that. No worries. Caesar, I don't got anything for you, man. It seemed like you were in a case you were just trying to run this more of a clean color efficient strat. And then once you got to the point where you tried to get into the red isolation, it appears you just had nothing. You can't combat that. It's another classic Sting double +4, +2 sandwich right there to finish it off. I think you have to accept that for sure. Big win for Sting Sanford. Keeps the power play alive, right, and it forces a game 8 back to Sting's home court here.
Well, I mean, he gets it back again for the home court.
Nothing like that.
Nothing he could have done there. Yeah.
Not with the power play already burned.
Yep.
Well, I think that's simple as it gets. Game 8's going to go to Eli in the call, but first we have to give it to Charles Sanford for StingRay's call on the table. This is a big one coming up. Can we get to a 4-4 in a game 9?
Well, StingRay, 7-11-12. That's what you can't use. What are you going for in game 8? No.
Caesar gets game 9.
Caesar would get game 9. This is your fourth and final.
Yeah, it goes 4 twos and then a 1, right?
Final call.
Super League will be different. Super League will be, if you're confused, it's 3-3-3. No, it goes 3-3, 1-1-1-1. But for here, it's 2-2-2.
Well, I mean, and then group stage would just be 3-3.
Right, of course.
Yeah, it's interesting.
No. You're good.
Nope.
You're chilling.
We tried that last year, but it just got too confusing. It's understandable.
Yeah, StingRay and Caesar both join, and we are underway in this game 8.
Big game 8 right now. If it's Caesar, it's going to have to be early, Sanford. I think that's where he's been. And what
Oh
the
my
bat?
gosh, aggressive switch to red.
You got to go aggressive. You got nothing to lose here. I think this is good aggression here. Caesar now, as Monkey's in.
Welcome, Monkey.
We'll see Monkey tomorrow night, 8 o'clock against William Brock. Winner of that game goes to the Echo 8. It could be Brock's first career one, or it will be Monkey looking to get back to, I believe, his third or second. You're good. You're good. Well, it doesn't matter because Caesar's. Wait a minute.
I mean, it's Caesar's turn, so you're somewhat fine on that.
That's interesting,
Yeah.
Sanford. I mean, I know it's 10 cards, but Caesar's not muted. This is not definite. That's.
Oh, that's true.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Caesar got
There's
some.
no way.
10 card run to fee.
No.
Oh my gosh, Caesar,
no
that's
way.
crazy.
I can't. Oh no. It better be clean. Okay.
Nope.
Yes.
And he's not going to deafen here. This is interesting.
It's a pretty interesting move from Caesar. You may wonder why he's doing that, but it could be a tactical play. You may never know. Maybe he doesn't really like the defense strategy as StingRay comes back from his quote-unquote piss break and changes it to blue.
Well, this should free up both Sanford on a 10-card start. I don't think that has anything to do with a table check. I don't think that's a warning shot. I think that's still early. You're not going to get no 8-card run to the finish. Still early for that. That's just a clean switch.
You're just testing the waters. Doing a quick little switch.
Quick little switch, and it's the blue, right? It's an early switch. We'll see.
It's an interesting swap this early.
Well, we'll find out right now what Caesar can do right here. He's locked in, Sanford. You can tell he's locked in tonight. He's been doing a good job. He knows the pressure's on. It's his region to lose. That's been what the hype has been. He said in the past, KT, it's Elite 8 or bust. He's looking to prove it right here, looking for a potential double play.
And wouldn't want this to get to a game 9 if you can avoid it.
Yeah, there's the
It's
double. Lifted out right there.
They're just trying to close it out here, Caesar.
Caesar now with the doubles. I don't think Sting's going to be panicked about that. I highly doubt it. Highly doubt he would be panicked. Yeah, that's smart. Just play it cool there. It's still early. Caesar does have the lead because of possession arrow. Does he have any switches, or is he going to play this one more stable? Yeah, I'm thinking this is it, Sanford. He's not going to deafen. This is just Caesar's going to listen to the commentary here. Maybe he saw StingRay deafen and want to change it out. It's interesting. Something to note.
Probably just wants the ambiance from the commentators, which is pretty nice.
You will definitely. Well, just as you say, he deafened up.
I guess he did not like the commentators.
No, I think he didn't even realize. I don't think he realized. I think that's what happened.
He just forgot.
Could be internet. I mean, you never know. Caesar, internet.
Yeah, internet stuff. I mean, relatable. It's hard to get Wi-Fi nowadays.
Let's see what it is from Sting or Caesar right here. As we wait for Caesar. I think this is. Let me see. Sanford, check the watch party chat. I might just.
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing from watch party.
Well, I mean, it's not relevant now because StingRay just won that last game.
Okay, but it has nothing to do with.
Go
Okay.
up 2-0 and then lose.
I'm gonna pause the
Say
scoreboard. I'm
jinx.
just gonna ask Caesar if it's just the internet again. I'll ask him. So sorry if the viewers at home. Like I said, we don't have Short tonight. We'll get Short back tomorrow. He's going to be streaming 2 out of 3 games tomorrow. We had a late minute switch, so Short will be taking the Tago game, which I allowed because I'm going to be playing tomorrow, and I've got to go right back and turn it around with Monkey Brock.
Brunk.
Yeah, it's been a long night.
Well, Caesar still has 3 minutes, so no panic. No panic.
Yeah, well, we just don't want the you-know-what, Sanford. We don't want to go down to that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to go down that road.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fortunate way to end up having a game 9.
Oh, it wouldn't necessarily be game 9 at that point, but there'd be things we'd have to figure out.
Well, wait, really? I thought. Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is internet. This has to be internet here. You wouldn't take this long. So we are under internet delay here. We're gonna call it. Yep.
There we go.
But it is Caesar, so I don't expect this to be too long. And I'm going to watch the. You guys can't see, but I'm gonna watch when he joins back in terms of the.
We'll give it 20 seconds.
No, it's just internet. He's probably got to reset the internet. And he'll be back.
Oh, good.
It just happens like
we're
that.
chilling.
It happens like that. There he is. He's back. There he is.
Oh, let's go.
He just hopped online, so he'll be back here in a second.
He'll be back momentarily.
Just make sure.
But he does have a minute to beat the buzzer here.
Yeah, he's got a minute, yeah.
What happens if he forfeits, Joe?
Well, we'd have to. Well, internet like that, we have to go through who had the run, really.
Oh, there we go.
There he is.
Well, we're good. No need for that.
We are chilling, and Caesar returns to the call.
Yeah, all good, buddy. I'm just going to say internet, understandable. Well, he beat the buzzer, so we're not a problem. All right, well, we're back, Sanford, after a little intermission. Caesar looking for 5. I understand. You know, he's done a great job with the technical problems, man, out there in Brazil, and he's been carrying a torch, so I understand completely. But let's see what he can do. Oh boy. Well, we're going to apologize for this language and the.
Screw my internet service provider.
Let's not go there. Let's let Caesar just kind of have his piece right here. He's got plenty of time to play.
Yeah, the floor is his for now. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
We apologize for the language on stream.
I knew it.
And
at least he didn't say, "Oh."
We apologize for that thing. He just, of course. Oh well, we apologize, and yeah, shame.
Hey.
Back to the game. We joined the regularly scheduled program, just like that.
Already in wow, and StingRay forgot to take his cap locks off.
Well, that's all good. That's okay. That's okay.
No, I think he means it.
Well, it's 5-4 now. A lot of this game has been static, Sanford. So that 8 minutes is definitely deceiving for sure. Sting now going to see if he can vibe into green. I forgot the colors because it had. I think it was off the start. He didn't have the green off the start. Let's see. Switching it, still don't have the green off the start. Interesting. What will Caesar have? Checks the table. Can he get this to a tie?
Close.
He does. Trips up. Can Caesar get this back to Dose? Does Sting have Dose? In the blue.
Oh boy.
Caesar switched off of it. Is this about to be a potential Game 9 situation, or does Caesar got a +2? Nothing.
It might be game
boy.
9.
This is Uno for Sting. It
Oh
is.
more than
my
Uno.
gosh, that's crazy.
We're going to Game 9, folks. It all comes. And once
Holy
again,
indeed.
this is the ALP story, bros. I mean, that's what Caesar was. Oh my God, it's crazy.
The chaos, the money, the fame. StingRay wants it more here
Oh my
as
god.
he forces
Yeah.
a game 9.
The what? Anyway,
Tago.
Yeah. Oh man. Ah.
all right. Well, Sting, talk to me after the emotions to that game. A lot of that game was static, really. I mean, you had to just kind of wait, be patient, really. That was about it.
The one time I've really had to be clutch was in the Brad match, and I failed spectacularly. So to know that I can be clutch is definitely a reassuring feeling.
Caesar, it's Game 9, man. Obviously, it's a tough way to lose. I think the internet provider was one thing, and then not being able to dial it back. You got one more chance here. You're going to get the call. It's going to come down to really, can you understand the timing of the run here? Because that's going to be a different. Had a +2 red, couldn't make the switch to red. It might be. Sanford, I mean, this is the third time in a row Caesar's went max. This is the ALP story where he went max all the way into this round and lost to, I believe it was Abion. How does Caesar defy the odds here and get a third clutch win? I don't even know what to think, man. This is insane. This is an insane moment right here.
If I knew the answer to that, I probably would still be in this tournament. Say that much. I don't know.
It's late. I know. It is late tonight. I am feeling it.
The late night after dark. My prime time.
Well, it's Game 9. It's going to come down to Caesar's call right here. Sanford, do the last call. I'm going to take the game here. This is going to be an interesting one. Last one of the night. Here we go. Game 9.
Okay, Caesar, it's 5, 9, 13, and 15 that you can't use. What are you going for? Yeah.
Yep, double OG.
I wasn't going to type that one in, but until I saw it, but that's kind of what I was thinking he would go for.
Double OG from JC. Let's see what he can do. He's in. Can StingRay get this going and steal it from 4-2 down to go to 5-4, or does Caesar have the typical clutch heroics he's had all season and all this tournament? Let's see. Starts it up, and it's a yellow till we've seen this one before. Classic.
5 minutes to get
All
to
right.
the hour mark, by the way.
We'll see how it goes. Obviously, we rarely see those long series in StingRay, and Caesar are under the way here in a clutch game. Yellow 5 now. As Yepez is in the building.
What is up, Yepez?
Yepez in the building. He wants to see his South America friend. Remember, Caesar is the last hope for South America. Yellow 8 now. We still have China here. We still have that to represent. We still got Latvia from Cap. Yellow 1 now. Once again, it's been the MO Sanford for Caesar all night. Those ditto plays as we continue to run. Switching to Quink Green now. Caesar has to figure something out new. What's he got? Green 7, normal. Nothing really crazy right now here off the bat. Just simple Uno. Caesar back into his play right here. Looking for the double.
Ooh, reverse.
Triple. Fair enough, says Sting. Caesar for the trips. Got him.
Got it.
I'm thinking right here, Eli. I'm thinking this has to be a potential table check from Sting right here. I'm thinking it's Sanford. I don't think he would.
I'm sure, unless he trusts his guts with the cards here. Yeah,
He's going to trust it.
green
Okay.
7.
Well, that's a test.
Trusting
that
his gut.
It's a test. It's definitely a test. 7-9.
I was about to say, like, it's a 14 card start, too early to be.
Drawing right there.
Really.
Yep. 8-9 now. Can StingRay tie it up? Answer. Or does he draw it back? I mean, he's been comfortable just drawing back, too. He's been comfortable just drawing and playing the long game. He has done that tonight. He goes to blue. Wow. Tie, but it's going to be Caesar's possession arrow. Caesar's possession arrow, and he goes into it. He got it. Blue 8. Will it be now from Caesar? He's got the lead because of the possession arrow. Nothing early. Sting can run it. Power play. That could be it.
Oh boy.
No way.
Caesar draws.
Is it a switch though? Is it a switch from Sting or is it get?
Yep, that's game.
Wow.
That's game. That is game.
Stingray's gonna pull it off, boys, from 4-2 to 5-4 and into the next round. No power plays left, but that doesn't matter. He's come back.
What a
and
comeback.
he's got it done.
A 6-bagger.
The 6-bagger.
5 and a 6.
Unbelievable. Stingray from 4-2 to 5-4, and you pulled it off on the Brazilian that was resilient. What a win.
Oh, man.
Incredible, man. You're moving on to that Echo 8, first career one. Any thoughts, man? What a crazy series. Crazy.
This one for Ard.
Damn.
When Caesar was up 4-2, I'm like, I gotta win this one to make sure he isn't right.
Well, Caesar, I don't know what happened towards the end, man. Probably of the year. Of course, Monkey's in shock. Not surprised there. Let's go to Caesar. Caesar, I mean, it seemed like the momentum was good early, and then all of a sudden, the last 3 games, it just went downhill. That red +2 earlier, I think, was the difference where it just ultimately couldn't come together. Talk to me about how that game 8 really was the turning point of this series, and you just couldn't close it out because it could have been easily 5-3. Yeah, the aquatic themed players are thriving. That's what I meant to do. What a series, though. It was all Caesar early, and then StingRay roars back to finish it off. Eli, what can you say about this man's resiliency? As he did a great job. Caesar's going to take this one to chin for sure.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. Down, what? 4-2? Yeah, heading into game 7. And just never really gave up on that. Fought back, had some aggressive, chaotic moves. Take game 7, game 8, and then game 9. And then, boom, completes that 4-2 turnaround into a 5-2 victory. Very well deserved for StingRay here.
Well, it's going to be, as we go into the pod bracket real quickly, StingRay has pulled off the upset, and this region has continued to stay chaotic. Incredible job from Sting. He's either going to get Tago or Tapir. I mean, no matter what happens, Sam, we're going to get a 7-9 or a 9-14. If you would have said that was a regional final, I would have called you absolutely nuts. But that's what's on the precedent cards for everything lingering in the last round. I feel like my internet has just really buried the whole thing. Yeah, I don't even blame him. I think that's just one of those situations where it's unfortunate for the Brazilian man. He tried everything to get those internet issues, and it wasn't it. But we go back to the scene. There is no schedule because Short could not make one, but tomorrow's schedule will go as follows. It's going to be the Boss versus the Llama. 6 o'clock. Coverage begins 5:45 on the short stream. Monkey Brock will go 7:45, I believe. 8 o'clock will be the 8 o'clock will be the starting time. And then lastly, the nightcap, Tago Tapir. That will also be a short stream at 10 o'clock. That will conclude the night. What a win from StingRay, though. Absolutely big win. He did everything he could, and he got it done. Caesar tried his best tonight, but wasn't it for Sanford as the ref, of course. And, of course, for Drip, I know he couldn't make it to finish, but we want to say thank you for Drip. Appreciate him taking time. And then, of course, want to thank you, Pez, Eli for helping co-commentate. Tago, Nam was here for a bit. Appreciate you guys taking time out of your night. We're going to congratulate Caesar and StingRay now on a great game. Almost went an hour. Almost broke that hour mark, but didn't happen. Yeah, I understand for Caesar for the frustration. We apologize for that. Interesting series. StingRay gets it done. Master Chef tonight. We'll see you tomorrow with short stream. 5:45. Boss is back on the table with Llama coming in. Should be a fun one. For all of us here at Una Marie, we're signing off. Good, everybody.